So, is Mr. Smite the most broken charge minion ever? Should he be nerfed? Is he insane? Let's talk about it.
Let's get salty!
Hey everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and there's been a lot of talk all over social media, all over Twitter, in the game, all sorts of stuff about Mr. Smite. Just a friendly reminder, by the way, we are at 36,666 subscribers. That's kind of monk a W. It's a little bit nervous. If you're not yet subbed to the channel, we are trying to push for 40,000 by the end of the year. Probably won't hit it at this rate, but if you can help, hit that sub button. I'd appreciate it. We got a lot of stuff planned when we hit 40K. A Nova video with Zeddy Doc. Be great if we could do it at the beginning of the year. So if you haven't hit that sub button yet, please do. It helps us out a lot. I mean, we had this video where, you know, I kind of lost my cool, my stuff. Went on a good old fashioned Zeddy rant about, you know, Mr. Smite and like introducing this crazy charge pirate to the game into a deck that in Wild was already tier 1 and in a standard that was very strong. And yeah, how has Mr. Smite been in the game? Is he insane? Is he busted? No, I would say he's not completely broken. He's not like the greatest card ever. He's very good. He's very good. He's a great little finisher addition in standard, especially against decks like Quest Mage. Pirate Warrior really struggled to have a finisher to finish that style of a deck off. Now they kind of have that immediate threat. Mr. Smite has charge himself. He's 6 damage, and whatever is summoned from your Juggernaut, he's going to give charge. So all of a sudden you don't normally have that reach. You know, he's going to push 6 plus whatever else is on the board. It's usually like, you know, 8, 11, whatever. Like it could be whatever. It could be whatever's on the board. So yeah, he's been a really good addition there. He's very strong. If you look on H's replay, his basically played win rate is like 70%. But you would expect that from a finisher card. His drawn win rate, not fantastic. And he kind of fits into that old like Leroy style category of a finisher. Is that bad for the game? Not particularly, but before we get into why I think there's such an issue about the card, why people are so upset about the card, we'll also talk about Wild. I'll just judge Wild Pirate Warrior. A lot of lists don't run him. A lot of lists don't run Mr. Smite because he is 6 mana. He's pretty slow, and you typically have won the game or lost the game before then. However, he doesn't really come at much of a cost in Wild because you always draw Anchor. You tutor it with your quest line. So even if you have Mr. Smite in your hand, you've drawn him, it typically doesn't really impact much. I hit Legend playing Pirate Warrior, which I've literally have actually never done. I don't like the deck so much, but I'm like, let's just see how insane it is. And I have like a 70% win rate, and I think I played Mr. Smite all of like 2 times, maybe 3 on the entire run. But he's just there if you need him, and he's just a good finisher. Why not, right? And one of the bigger impacts obviously about Mr. Smite is just getting him off of the Juggernaut, like getting him off the Juggernaut. That can be really good. And as well as Mr. Smite in standard has seen play in Rogue, you have like that OTK, which has already fallen out of favor for Garrote Rogue because it's just Garrote Rogue's better. And you've seen him in Druid. You can go like Anaconda, Celestial Alignment, buff him up. And again, that deck's not performing particularly well. Although someone hit rank 1 Legend with Lady Anaconda, just regular build with Mr. Smite thrown in there for, you know, you play him for 1 Arbor up. It's really good. So he has seen play across a multitude of decks, a multitude of archetypes across both formats. And that's pretty healthy, honestly. The card to me doesn't feel that bad. It really doesn't. Like, I kind of enjoy playing it. I don't mind facing it. It just kind of reminds me of old school Hearthstone in a way with like charge minions, and it doesn't feel horrible. And one of the main reasons is because everything else feels so bad. Like you face Quest Mage, it's horrible to face. You face Garrote Rogue, it's horrible to face. You face OTK Demon Hunter, it feels horrible to face. They're a lot less interactive. They kill you from in hand entirely. You're not really getting an OTK outside of like a 1 Rogue combo or like real high roll with Druid with it. And that's more Celestial Alignment being a problem and stuff like that in Druid. And I don't find it that awful. The problem is, and I think the big problem a lot of people had was none of these decks needed this help. We didn't need another finisher. We didn't need another whatever uninteractive style finisher in the game. What we were hoping for, a lot of us are hoping for, obviously not everybody, a lot of people love Mr. Smite, and that's cool. I honestly don't mind the card. Like I said, I actually found some enjoyment with them. I crafted them golden. But what people, I think, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, you can disagree and leave a comment in the comments below, is that it just added to what was already good. We already had a good pirate deck. We've already have plenty of good finishers in the game. Like I mentioned, there's better ones. Garrote Rogue, OTK Demon Hunter, all that stuff. But what, a lot of people were hoping for was some, quest disruption, some control tools, all of that. Instead, we got more of the same. And for the people that already felt left out of this meta, like myself, like value, control, longer games, we didn't really get anything. So we see Pirate Warrior or aggressive decks get this really cool tool to get this card that they're going to have a blast with. And we're kind of just sitting here with nothing, right? We kind of have nothing. We got like the Goliath Sneeds card, but it's 8 mana. It's too slow in today's meta. Really broken in Arena, and that could be a video on it all of its own, the Arena problems. But we just didn't really get any late game cool stuff. We just got another kind of finisher for aggro mid-range, and I guess combo if you want to go that way. So I see a lot of people really upset and wanting it nerfed and wanting it changed, and I don't think it should get nerfed. I don't think the card as it stands is problematic. In Standard, I would argue that, the quest lines are too good, or Garrote Rogue is too good, or, those type of things are too good. And in Standard or in Wild, in Pirate Warrior, like I said, it's not even run that much. It's Defias Cannoneer, it's Ankar, it's the buffed pirate. Like, why was South Sea Deckhand or the 1 mana 2/2 that discounts your weapon? Why was that ever buffed? It never made any sense. The card was good. Those cards are way more problematic, way stronger than a Mr. Smite. But Mr. Smite, I think, takes a lot of hate for what he represents more than what he's really doing on the ladder. And yeah, the high roll off the Juggernaut. Again, the Juggernaut's more offensive than Mr. Smite. That you look at the high roll of the Juggernaut, well, that's the Juggernaut problem of giving you a gore howl into Mr. Smite. That feels worse. So I honestly think the card isn't broken. I don't think it's completely busted. I think it is a very strong card. I think it's very good to archetypes that didn't need it and were left just wanting control tools. And my point being on this is I wouldn't nerf probably much of anything going into the next expansion. I'm expecting an expansion announcement as early as next week. It's very likely it's coming out December 7th. I'd love to see like a nerf to like a Garrote Rogue, maybe to the, quest mage sucks. I know the win rate's bad, but again, people just freaking hate it. Something to like that, or maybe dial back one of the pirates like Defias Cannoneer. I think that card, if you're looking at a pirate, is more egregious than Mr. Smite. That card is ridiculous. You always have a weapon. You're always killing with it. I would look at a card like that more than anything, more than Mr. Smite. And yeah, let's hope that the next expansion, it's apparently there's rumored to be hero cards, that all the mercenaries will be hero cards, and that they, make late game strategies more viable. They give those strategies tools, and that, we can maybe have some fun value stuff again. We've had a meta, a quest meta, a combo meta, an aggro meta. Hopefully they've heard some of the concerns from some of the players and have some stuff in mind for the next expansion, because I don't think a balance change to pretty much anything is going to change much of anything until we just get better tools for late game, better answers, more healing, more taunts, better value. I don't know. There needs to be something, because a Lord Jaraxxus, a Goliath ain't making the cut right now. So that's my take. No, I do not think Mr. Smite is broken. Hell, I don't even think he's really that problematic for the game. It's more of what he represents, and I'm just hoping that we get some cool new stuff soon in the next expansion, and that whatever balance patch happens kind of hits the non-interactive stuff a little bit more. And let me know in the comments below. Do you agree, disagree? Love to hear it. I could be totally off base with this, but I'm just putting what I feel out there. And I know if you hate the card, I totally understand. I don't hold it against you. And, that's what we're here to do, is discuss all that stuff. So if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.